Welcome to our commissioner meeting. Sam, I'll have you start. Introduce yourself.
I'm Sam Carlson, Commissioner.
Dick Snellman, Commissioner.
Joe Dellwo, Commissioner.
Paula, Jaconetty, Clerk and Recorder.
Melody Martinson, Shoto and Kenta.
Welcome. We have 2 minutes, one from May 26th, which was our work meeting, and one from June 1st.
Move to approve those minutes.
I think we already did those.
Did we?
Pretty sure. Yep,
Okay.
we did them last meeting.
Okay,
Alright.
so we'll strike that. These are still in our folder. So the next part of the meeting is budget resolutions for year end. And Paula, if you'd like.
Yep, I will go explain through them. So every year, at the end of the year, we have monies that come in that weren't appropriated. Then, in essence, then they can spend those monies. And when they know that they come in, they sometimes do spend them before we can appropriate them in an amendment. So on Resolution 2023-21, it shows that all of these funds had appropriations that came in that needed to be budgeted for and given a revenue and expenditure account so that the cash will equal to what each budget one is. And just for an instance, the airport received a grant of $75,000, and then airport fuel was an increase of $59,000 from what we had estimated. And as you know, with county government, revenues are always an estimate, so we adjust to that. Library contributions happens. The ambulance services had a huge increase. They had increased their services by $195,000. And so then Deb will go through and tell me what line items that she needs to have them increased to equal to that $195,000. The county health department receives grants throughout the years, so that we have to approve them at a budget hearing. Alcohol rehabilitation, we receive more tax money. We received another $1, I think, per person. Fire fee sold a fire truck. That went back into the Dutton fire fee expenditure. Pilt, we only get Pilt in June, so we don't even know, we do not appropriate, we do not try to set any amount for that. And Pilt was received in June of $803,789. Oh, I made a mistake. I had a period there. And the rest is health departments.
Okay.
That is a budget amendment.
That's for 2023-21.
-21.
What's your pleasure, gentlemen?
I would move that we approve that resolution.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And Resolution 2023-22 is what is a budget transfer. So the funding was there, the money was appropriated for the revenues and for the expenditures. The only problem is that it was put into a wrong account. So Steve on the fire fee, he meant to put it into a cap project account, but it didn't. It went into just supplies. So we did that's the transfer to go out from that supply account to the capital project account. The junk vehicle, Austin at the end of the fiscal year is allowed to move any funds that were not used for junk vehicle disposal into a cap projects account. And he had $10,972 remaining of his budget. So we are transferring that then from the junk vehicle to the cap project. And that is the 2 transfers this year.
Perfect.
Okay.
So that's resolution 2023-22.
Correct.
I'd move to approve that resolution.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Thanks, Paula.
Thank you, Paul.
May I continue?
Yes.
So there will be additional amendments,
Right.
just because we could not close out enough of everything, and people still are receiving bills for 2023 of June, and so there's some funds that are just really on the verge of gonna need to figure something out for, to whether their revenue comes in. Some grants are reimbursement only, so you have to pay the money out and then you get reimbursement for those. And the state is not really fast on reimbursing, and so we're hoping that by tomorrow at 5 p.m. that Diane receives more revenues. Otherwise, we'll have to do some due froms
Sure.
to balance out the cash. Now I'm done.
Well, we certainly appreciate all the work you do on that, so
Thank you.
keeping us in order.
Thank you.
Hey, Paula?
Yes.
Under state government accounting rules, no budget can end in the red, right? We have
Correct.
to-
We have to have a positive or zero balance.
Any commissioner reports or public comment?
I'd just like to wish everybody a happy and safe 4th of July weekend.
That would be a super idea. And we did receive a phone call from BNSF that there would be an increase in train traffic from Great Falls to Shelby. And Keith was kind enough to put it on his report, and we also got it on social media and Dutton and Power, so. They said it could go up to 7 or 8 extra trains a day.
And that's gonna affect which communities, Dick?
Everything along from Great Falls to Shelby, the main
Okay.
line there.
Power and Dutton for us.
And you said there could be as many as 7 more trains a day?
Yeah, they said
7 to 8.
7 to 8, so. If people will just be a little more attentive on crossings. So if there's no other comments, our next meeting is for July 6th.
Well, you didn't call for public comment.
Oh,
I have none.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure.
so we will adjourn, and our next meeting is the 6th of July.
All right.
Thank you.
7 minutes, Dick.
Is that a record?